So without further ado, I introduce the great sculptor, painter, and one of the best, printmakers in the world, Mark Bulwinkle. I think he's over here somewhere. Thank you for tuning in. There he is.
Okay, I'm going to start off by showing you what happened for me 58 years ago now in 1967, and what started me off on all of this stuff that I've done. And it is a woodcut that I've saved, and I did this woodcut for a class at University of Pittsburgh, from which I graduated a year later, and became an artist. And I've never really stopped, except for a couple of sidetracks. I never stopped doing what is really in this thing. This, I'm gonna try to explain what I'm doing. I'm laying out some ink, oil-based ink, piece of glass. And I smooth this stuff out with the brayer that I have built myself, because you can't buy these things anymore. You can barely purchase ink anymore. Because I don't know, I guess ink will kill you. But this is an oil-based ink that I always used to use. I made a lot of prints from this. And I'm going to ink up the piece of wood, which took me in a class at the University of Pittsburgh under the direction of an artist named George Nama. And this is really strange for me, because it's going back 58 years to doing just what I was doing then. But look at this carefully, you can basically see it's also flat, which is why a lot of my sculpture, which came along later, was criticized for being flat. Well, of course it's flat, because everything I started out with was flat. I'm going to take some Seki Shu Japanese rice paper, which I used to use, and you can still buy this stuff. There's a smooth side and a rough side. And I'm going to drop it on here, smooth it out. And I'm going to use this Baron that I have made myself with a ball bearing and a piece of leather. Print it, start printing it like this, just like I did. This is off center, but who cares? You'll see it. And you do it till that image comes through this beautiful Japanese rice paper that you can still find at much greater expense. I made thousands of these images, wound up dropping out of everything and just living off my artwork. This is how I printed it, with a wooden spoon. This was my printing press for thousands and thousands of images. You can see how it comes through this side. I'm trying to keep talking about things, but I actually wore out 3 spoons. This is the 3rd or 4th spoon. I don't do it this way anymore. Once in a while, if I get requests. But the only way to really do these beautiful prints is to do it with a spoon. You can do it until the image itself comes through. Where did I do this image? I was at Mr. Nama, as I'll call him, who was handling the class, took us all down to the Pennsylvania station and to draw beautiful shadows and all that stuff. But of course, I don't know. I'm a pretty shy guy. I didn't consider myself an artist. And I found the pinball, the old ancient pinball machine room outside of the men's room. And I was down there drawing, and he came along, George, I'll call him, came along and looked over my shoulder, and I was embarrassed because of the quality of my drawing. He said, "How long have you been doing that?" I said, "Doing what?" He said, "Drawing that way." And I said, "I just started here." And he looked at me quizzically. and said, you should keep doing that. So I'm still doing that.
What year was that?
1967. Let's take a look and see how it looks. That's the print. If you look at that, all of the imagery that I still do, it's in there 58 years later. I'm not sure. I consider myself the kind of an artist who just hatched like an egg, because before that I had no real interest in art, and it just came to me. Here are the tools I used to use. These were made by a guy in New York City, just off the Bowery, a guy named Al Lyons, who I went to visit. He's up on the 6th floor in an old New York building. And I bought some tools from him. I wanted to meet him because he used to make these tools for Andrew Wyeth's father, who was an illustrator. He had hundreds of dies, but he was down at the end of his so-called career in his 90s and making tools for art schools. So this is the leather pouch I found in a garbage can from the US Mail. I would carry around all of my pieces of wood and my tools in that and walk around to different places where I was living and let's put it, staying at. And I would carve them out. I don't know what I covered here. But let's I've got this here. This is fairly recent from, I don't know, no more than 10 years ago, 11 years. This is cut out, all cut out.
And that's what? That's about an inch thick?
This is inch thick.
Inch thick,
Uh,
solid metal.
There's my old torch I used to use in a shipyard. That's where I really got my skills at an interest in steel. I was working in a shipyard for 12 years. I worked on over 300 vessels, long enough to get sick, and I feel lucky that I got out alive from that trade, which doesn't really exist in this country in commercial shipbuilding. I loved it. I was young, was outside, was healthy, and I just love craft. I always have, working with my hands. This is
So do you feel like possibly all the prints that you did, you're feeling like you're transferring it into metal in a way?
I don't think about what I do.
Okay,
It just comes out.
I
I
see.
don't if you go downstairs and you see all the ceramics,
Yeah,
so like
we'll do that.
stuff goes back 1978. I'm lucky enough to have a large space where I can just do something, leave it alone for 10, 12 years, and I come back to it. So
Great,
that's how it works for me.
I see. So here's another one too, huh? So here's a cutout.
Yeah, that's just steel. I became very, very well known for that stuff until I don't know, until I got old, I guess. But
I think you're still well known.
CNC devices and plasma came along. People think today that I made that with a machine or a plasma CNC device, but I made it with this. Those are my tools, my hand and that's it. Those are my tools. Plus my head and my eyes. That's how I do things. And I still do. I will not really move from that. Clay, like 20 years ago, I started doing these. This is ceramic.
It's similar than your woodcuts a little, huh?
Well, it's got the same, I don't know what to call it. A lot of people, yeah. Well, there's all the woodcuts. There are hundreds of blocks. And I save them all. I use them to do them once in a while, but moving along in years, and you start to wonder what's worth doing.
That's interesting, huh? Dead Cat Alley or something.
Yeah, that's a color block, two sides. Here's
Pretty
two
cool.
sides. Yeah, well, that's how you do it. Uh, what else do I need to cover here, John?
Well, I mean, let's talk a little bit about how the process of using these tools.
Well, that's a piece of linoleum. I started
Yep.
using linoleum maybe 10 years ago, and
Right.
I never used it because it seemed like an inferior product. I love
Mhm.
carving wood,
Mhm.
and started doing linoleum. Now it's very hard to find linoleum because,
But it looks like the linoleum, you're getting more detail, right?
oh yeah, you can.
Getting more detail.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
use you use the material to tell you what to do. Can't do it on this.
So
It's
when
an
we,
old piece of grungy wood,
yeah,
but it still comes out
it's pretty beautiful.
acceptable. Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like everything I do.
That's good. That's positive.
Yeah.
So my question would be then, on, you can't, I don't know if you can see this too well on that side.
Okay, this is
Kind of hard to see. It's dark.
you want to do it? Want to print it?
Yeah, why not? Let's
Yeah,
print it. Let's print it.
Print the sucker.
Yeah.
This is 1968.
Wow. And that's
This is
you carved this with
sort of this is very contemporary, really.
yeah. Or you
Got
put
the nice Christian cross at the top of it.
I
Yes. Uh, called the pegs at the print. He should have this as a tattoo on his ass. What do you think?
I think
That'd
it'd be
a good
great.
idea.
Let's put it on. I noticed though that I really like the linoleum cuts that they actually, you can really get a lot of detail, you know. I noticed with soft ground etching, you get a lot of detail too.
Oh, yes.
But we actually printed these on canvas bags. That was a lot of fun that time we came and printed the bags. I enjoyed that.
This is I love this. I made this with like an orange juice can,
Mhm.
some gelatin, because you can't buy them anymore.
I see. Yeah, it looks like you welded the handle on
We're
there.
gonna try this.
Okay,
Okay,
it's historical, 1968. Let's see what happens.
coming up. Is it gonna fit?
And
It does fit.
the rice paper really helps because it's much easier to work with than any kind of hard surface because it's very thin, right? So you can
See,
do
it
this.
bleeds through, and you can see
Yeah.
what you're
Where's your
getting.
spoon, man? Where's your spoon? Oh, what's that now? I'm not familiar. That's rubber? Looks like a rubber
It's piece of
stopper.
leather. It's piece of leather with
Is it leather?
that. Oh, it's coming out pretty good.
Not bad.
Might have to get back into doing this crap. Yeah, you just remember the class and George and Anna said, you want to get everything that you cut. You want to
All
print
the
it,
detail, yeah.
everything you can get out of it. So you develop a little hand for this. And this is a piece of leather with one of those sink drain chains wrapped around so that you're actually doing that. I made that. That's, you can see how it looks. Just like this. It's you can't go too much. You're liable to go through this paper. So this is good. Peak power. It's 1968. Seems like it's today. Peak power is a big deal, isn't it? Okay. Well, by the time I was doing these, I was done. I wasn't going back to wherever the hell I was going to be, supposed to be. I don't know what I was supposed to be. But let me get this guy. What do you think?
I love it. Love it. Pate power.
You want to send that to Pete? Pete Nixon?
Yeah, Pete
Oh, he
has
needs that on his
he
butt,
needs it on his butt.
right?
Pate power. Did you know there's a
Peak power.
they got a new we got a new defense, our defense department is the war department now.
Of course.
They just changed the
Always
name.
has been.
They're just coming across with
What the
The truth.
fuck? Oh, we're
What
getting
the
into
truth.
politics now. I didn't want to do this.
You did. You
Where
started
the
it.
Fuck are we?
yeah, you started the
Fuck
politics,
are we?
not me.
Fuck are we? Where the fuck are we?
I don't know. It doesn't look good.
But
Thank God we have art.
so I had a lot of these. I just kept doing this stuff.
Yeah.
and I would send these images into, they appeared in a lot of, here, hold that.
Okay.
I will find, I'll walk over here, get out a picture and I would send them into the underground press, which was functioning then. That was really the internet. And I'd send them into, let's see if I can find a cover on Win Magazine. I think it's Amy Goodman's father did this, not sure. Yeah. There we go, Win. There's a cover. One of my woodcuts. But I'd send them in, the underground press would circulate them all over for free. And it was a free thing to do. This is November 15th, 1971. And there are probably a few more in here. Anyway, I keep those. All that's over. Sounds like we're back in, I don't know, 1968 at the end of the worst. So, that's pretty good.
You turn it off. Turn it back on. You got yeah. You gotta turn it on. It's back on.
You want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do this one?
Yeah.
You like this one?
I don't know. There's a lot more detail on there.
Well, that's different material.
I know.
No.
It seems it's a little more contemporary, I guess. I like them all.
Well, it's newer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love though that so the wood cuts you can only really print on paper, but the linoleum cuts we were able to print on canvas.
Print these on an old printing press that's over there in the corner.
Okay, we'll look at it.
We don't have to use it now, but I found it in the field, fixed it up with a torch, heat, runs great. Old stuff. Old stuff is good. Good stuff, you just throw it away. Stick, we'll do the rice paper thing. All right. John. There's a smooth side. Let's try it out. So I usually print these on a very different kind of a paper. It's made in India out of rags. But this is the Seki shoe.
Yeah, if anybody in Bulwinkle land, you have controlling your audio, you can ask Mark a question. He won't bite.
I might bite.
Yeah,
You never
it's
know.
okay to ask a question about the printmaking. Not a problem.
But
We can hear you.
there it is, yeah.
Oh, man. Let's show
The guy likes it.
I love it. Well, look at it. It's beautiful.
So that's
Mark,
an
have fun.
image.
It's enjoyable.
Let's put it on.
Very enjoyable.
This image is from, let's say, 54 years after that image.
Wow. That's quite
So-
a difference.
The man that did that image still doesn't know what he's doing, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Okay. So we've now looked at printmaking. So now we're actually going to do something crazy. We're going to walk through Bullwinkle land, and Mark is going to show us his press and a couple other things. As we walk around, Mark's actually going to talk to us. So all these pieces on the ceiling here,
Yeah,
Mark.
you're in the upstairs of my studio. There are 2 stories here. The upstairs is some storage stuff from years ago and birds, sheet metal, hang them up from the ceiling.
This guy right here is,
Yeah, that's
older.
1984.
Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Yeah, I had a whole show of that stuff.
I love those.
That's where my dealer didn't know what to do with them.
Really beautiful
Thanks
piece.
a lot. That felt good.
Yeah. Well, and so right,
The show was beautiful, by the way. It's
I'm
just
sure.
fantastic.
and this is the wood burning Is this the wood burning stove here?
Yeah, this is made out of an old diesel tank.
Does it work?
No, it works. Everything works here except me.
So this is something you welded out of a bunch of junk. So it's an old diesel tank
Right.
and you,
Right.
there's the, if it's fold, you can put this in. Pretty cool. So anyway, we are looking now at some of
The
the,
stuff.
this is a really nice paper. Wow.
This is Indian rag paper that
Indian
I
rag
don't,
paper.
I don't,
Wow.
you know, everything changes after COVID. You have to find out, wow, where are the people that were making this?
Yeah.
You know,
So this is linoleum, right?
yeah, those linoleum prints.
Beautiful.
I printed them on this.
Uh-huh.
All prints. That every print shop, large or small, had one of these in order to, before they lay up
Can
the
you,
whole
can you
newspaper.
can you buy a new roller like that?
You can't get these.
I have one of these, but I don't have the roller.
Yeah, the thing about this is it's geared, so
Yeah.
it all functions
Right.
together.
Right.
And you know, this was out in the weather for years.
So Mark, this is made out of what?
That's a piece of vinyl, you probably got at the Home Depot. I need a
Okay.
new piece.
Okay.
You can see
Can
that.
I bring you mine and then you can help me with that part?
Yeah,
I don't know what to do with it.
yeah.
It's really
So
nice.
that's how that works.
Okay.
There's a bigger one over there.
Yeah.
Uh, This is kind of old stuff in here.
Yeah.
This is when the cat gets out of line, you know, you threaten it.
Okay.
Bunch of them.
These are all the prints, the early prints.
A lot of prints, yeah, a lot of old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is
That's early.
copied that soon, man, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can have that.
That's an early one.
In fact, you could have 20 of them if you want.
Okay.
Um,
Very nice. Oh, look at this little wood one. Huh?
A piece of wood,
Little
printing a piece of wood.
Bring a piece of wood.
Yeah. Well, everything's.
Oh, yeah, look at
I
these.
kept all
Wow,
this stuff.
Mark, that looks a little too peaceful for you.
Yeah.
This is a little tranquil. You must have been having a
uh,
very mellow time in your life at that time you made that.
What do you do, you know?
I don't know.
We look at it later.
Okay, all right. Wow, I didn't even know you had
These
this.
are all new.
These are all new prints. Wow.
These are, I think, on wood. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on wood. They're
I like
nice.
this a lot.
Yeah.
I worked on the waterfront on the ocean a lot.
Is it your trailer?
That's where I lived for 6 years.
Yeah.
My
I know.
trailer
I know.
down in the desert now.
Right, right.
And it's be one of my ships, huh?
Yeah.
It's breaking in half, maybe.
A lot of areas where we might have a spot where we don't get the internet. So
It's a metal building.
just complain to us if you have any problems. Okay? So it looks like the video's back on again. So anyway, here is a friend of ours. You want to tell us a little bit about your experience with Clayton Bailey, one of the founders of the Funk
This is
Art?
my friend Clayton Bailey, who's no longer on the planet. I think Clayton was probably one of the finest, most knowledgeable ceramic artists, at least in this country, if not all over the world. People knew about him. People who knew about ceramics knew about Clayton. He was something else. One of his colleagues said about Clayton that it was, he taught at Hayward State, and he said, I forget the name of his colleague, famous artist again.
Mel Ramos.
Mel Ramos said, Clayton has the body of a, this is years ago, he has the body of a 35-year-old and he has the mind of a 2-year-old. You'd have to see all the Clayton stuff. The reason Clayton gave me this, because his wife said, Betty said, well, I have grandchildren now, you can't show them this stuff. So he gave me this one. He didn't want us. He wanted to keep peace in the family.
Nice.
Let's put it that way.
All right. I think we're going downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. So it's a little dangerous here, folks.
You want to go down the other way?
Watch, no, that's fine. Watch your step. Mark is actually only about 25 years old because he can go down these stairs without hurting himself. You made these stairs,
No, I
right?
used to slide down
Oh my
when I
God.
was on shift. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Okay. So this is the welding zone over here. And you can see there's some big paintings up there. Mark, you did those paintings.
I've been in the Sierra Nevada where I had a studio at
Right.
the time. Didn't do much up there, did a few paintings.
Yeah.
Left after 10 years. It was, that was tough. Disaster. Disaster struck.
And now you're here in Oakland, but you're also in the desert.
I am.
Yeah.
I have a studio and a big space down there outside of full of sculpture
Uh-huh.
in the Mojave Desert. Yeah.
Did you make your bed today? Is your bed made?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's go. Okay,
Okay,
we're
yeah.
talking about paintings. So Mark's gonna show us his paintings. It's kind of, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this. The internet.
Yeah, you may be able to stand here and do it.
I don't know. Okay, here's Mark's bedroom. I think he's really an assemblage artist.
You lose
It's-
it?
Okay,
Oh, it's okay.
okay, so
Well,
you can kind of see, there's a light on the ceiling. This is a Lutea procera. This is a very, very, I'll have a lot of pine. And this is, of course, can you tell us a little about your neighbor for years?
That's John Abdul-Jami's wife.
beautiful
His
painting.
wife didn't like that carving of herself. It's absolutely beautiful, so I bought it from him pretty cheap. I used to buy a lot of stuff from John because he was always broke. Here's
And how
John.
many kids did he have? A lot of kids. Yeah, this is beautiful. So this is,
He lived
all-
real nearby. They
Yeah.
were good friends till
Yeah.
the end.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then we were.
Okay, and there's
Plate-
another Abdul Jami.
Clayton's pieces, and there's John's wife is here. Used to tell people in the neighborhood that John's wife is in my bedroom. Yeah, you had to know the neighborhood. I laugh at that one.
I love this one, mother. That's great.
That's my mother.
Uh-huh. That's wood, isn't it?
It is.
That's interesting. I didn't notice you did these wood pieces.
Made that in a different part of Oakland.
Yeah, I don't.
In the winter, I still remember doing it.
Yeah.
Coping saw.
I see on the ceiling, you got everything going on.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I think it's time let's go to the kitchen. I might need to use the bathroom. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, we're in Bulwinkle land, folks. This is Mark's bedroom. And did you guys see the quilt real quick? Everybody saw the quilt? This is a new quilt that Mark collaborated with
Agnes Reddy.
Agnes Reddy.
Great
Isn't it
quilt
beautiful?
maker.
She's a great quilt maker.
These are all printed by me. They're old linoleum cuts and wood cuts. She made the hat also that I'm wearing.
It's gorgeous.
She
Okay.
gives them away.
All right, let's keep going. We're leaving David Jones's locker. Okay, we're leaving. There's
My cabin, my
Look.
ship cabin.
All right, we're headed over to the kitchen, I think, in the bathroom now. There's a lot of welding equipment here. And it's kind of a maze. All right, I think we made it. Okay, we're in the kitchen now.
Here's the office.
Oh,
That's where I write checks to the bank.
okay, let's see.
I paid
The
bills.
office, wow. I've never seen the office. I've been here millions of times.
Well, it's, it's
That's a hidden
the
room.
only place I heat.
I was unaware that it existed, the office. Yeah. I like the little painting up there, the top. You had one of that person's in your bedroom too, huh?
It's actual African
Yeah.
hair cutting.
Hair cutting.
Yeah, stories to that.
Yeah.
Stories to all this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we're in Mark Bulwinkle's office. We're headed to the kitchen. Where it's happening. So if you get hungry, this is the place to go. Now Mark has
Take a bath.
he's got his
My
cast
favorite
iron
tub.
bathtub here, right in the kitchen.
Everything I have in this place, I got from the street. I found it, including a tub. Including this.
The last of the great assemblage artists. So, and this wall is quite interesting to take a look at it.
Turn a light on there.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. It's a great,
It's a little messy right now, but
great assemblage. I like that little ceramic plate.
Which one?
Benzo alloy. That's nice. Okay, well. We're now headed towards the bathroom, folks. Doesn't seem like. Is this on? No, that's on. Okay. It's pretty dark in there, but have fun. We're gonna go into the other room. We're heading down to look at ceramics while you look at the bathroom. This is, again, all this stuff he found and the photos. And this is always good to look at right here. There's a castle in the water. Well, we're really getting a great tour right now. Now, let us know if you lose us, okay? Because we're going underground now. So, Mark, why don't you tell us about this area right here? This is the welding area right here.
this is, I do steel work here.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And keep it separate from other things because it's fire. But most of the steel work I do, if there's any size to it, I do it one block away.
Right, in the yard.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do that over there.
Yeah,
It gets pretty messy, dirty.
okay, so here we are. We're going underground. I hope the gallery will call me if we're out. Let's see. Hopefully we're still in. All right, so we got right here. Mark is gonna tell us about his project. Are we still good?
Yeah, everything okay, John.
There's some, these are the recent
Let's move closer to the light.
tiles I've been doing.
Let's just move down here. Here's some of the, this will work right here, Mark. Over here, you can talk over here with the tiles and everything. This should be a
Yeah,
little
these
light.
are cone 5. People know about clay. It's good solid stuff, and the glaze is just magnificent on this clay. So I don't know if I'm going to keep messing around with experimenting with clay that I've been doing for 20 years. Well, a long time, longer than that, way back to the early 70s. I wanted to do ceramics, but there was no money in it. There was no money in printmaking. There was no money in art, period. That's why I got a job finally working in a shipyard. That's where the money was then. So
Now we're making some money.
now I don't know.
We've been selling
I don't know what
quite a
to
few
do.
prints. We've been selling some small sculpture. We're doing okay now.
All the molds.
Yeah.
I've got hundreds of molds. I love doing molds. I have no idea why, but
I
they
like
are.
these. They look like hamburgers or
Yeah,
something.
those are from 1978,
Wow, they're beautiful.
77.
Beautiful.
Saved them.
Mhm. Okay, so why don't we come over here? This is where your slab rollers here, I see.
Yeah.
Got your slab roller. And wow, down here, it looks like you've been busy. Is this where you do the glazing? Oh, look at these molds, Mark. Yeah, this is new stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Brand new. Yeah, these are gonna be in Bulwinkle land pretty soon. You can buy them online.
They're molds.
Beautiful.
Love making them.
So this is the demonstration that Mark's gonna do on Friday, April 24th at 4 o'clock for the ceramics conference. He's gonna show us how he makes the molds and then how he actually does the press molds. So do you use a release agent for this? How do you get them out? Just you wait till,
Come out. Here's a little bit of air.
okay,
Pops them out.
yeah,
It's just clay against, it's a natural thing that happens.
Wow.
This is clay releases from
Yeah.
plaster Paris.
mhm.
Yeah.
Do you have every kind of kiln in the world? I mean, what are these?
I got a
for?
lot of stuff.
What the hell is this for? Look
Hey.
at this little, it's a baby kiln.
Yeah, I just fixed that one up.
That's cute.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
The tiny kiln.
Oh my God, look at this one. It's so cute.
Yeah, I fixed these. I wind my own coils, and
Oh, man.
when I get the energy and want to do it. But,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. So do you have a kiln load just come out? Oh, there we go. In the oven,
Yeah, these are
toaster oven.
aardvark clay. Really, really thick, strange stuff. I'm gonna
Mhm.
fire these.
Mhm.
So I put them in there to.
Just dry out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be dry before it goes.
Yeah. I mean, this down here, it's a little bit more, moist. I remember these, Mark. I haven't seen these in a long time. These,
That's beautiful, huh?
yeah, it's beautiful.
1977.
Were those clay magnets once? What did you?
I don't think so. I put them all on that. That was a headboard of a bed.
God, that's one of
that,
my favorite pieces. I love
shared
that.
with my ex-wife.
I see. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really nice. Another kiln. Yeah, I love those little pieces. Oh, you got your glazed tests over there. These are here. Look over here.
Those are next to be fired
Next to be fired. They
in that
just
kiln on the right.
on the right. Wow. Okay. All
This,
right.
this one needs an element. I'll put it in.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty.
you're using Laguna glaze. So I'm gonna be doing on the 13th, we have Laguna glaze workshop at the gallery. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You just bring in your bisque fired piece or tiles and you can just sit there and glaze all day. So over here,
Hey, let's look down here.
what about the?
This is a fun place to
Okay,
go.
please go.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, let me put. It's over there. I gotta put, okay, I'm gonna put the light on in there.
Okay, sounds good.
Our lights everywhere.
There's an assembly line right here. Look at this. It's a roller. Look at this. It's crazy. Okay, we need a little more light. Sorry. And they got his,
Right in here.
it looks like Hawaiian red almost. Is this aardvark? Looks like Hawaiian
That is,
red.
Michael, paintings in red.
Yeah, it's a nice
Not red
red.
with stuff anymore, yeah.
Okay, we're going into a hidden room. I've never been allowed in here before, so
There's,
you don't want to go in here. It's pretty infectious. I think Mr. Kennedy would oppose to us being in here.
yeah, it's trying to occupy this,
Yeah.
I see.
This is where you work out.
But, yeah, I did during COVID. I made my own gym.
Yeah.
You
So,
can do a lot of stuff by yourself.
This is a bad germ here.
Yeah, this is the germ room.
Look at all these great germs.
This used to be in a bathroom, all this stuff.
Yeah.
A very small bathroom, and nobody wanted to go to the bathroom. I guess,
Look at all these germs.
yeah, it's an old friend.
Jimmy
of mine,
Grimes, one-eyed monster.
His wife said, Jimmy, that looks just like you. That's what she said, Mary Grimes.
Fucus immobilis. That looks really good.
You can see this? Yeah. Oh, wow.
A lot of germs. Okay, let me get out of the way so we can shoot everything. It's a little scary, but I guess nobody's getting, you got to get your COVID shot and your
wanna go
RSV
in?
shot. Go ahead. And you can get all your shots. You're still gonna, if you come to Bulwinkle land, you're likely to pick up one of these diseases. So be careful
All right.
on this. I think it's an infectious disease area. I think Kennedy needs to come see what you're up to. Maybe he can learn something.
Bobby.
Oh, look at this.
All right.
These look like they just came out the kiln.
They did. I'm
No
pulling them
way.
out.
Oh, they're warm. It's warm.
Yeah.
I think that we're experiencing something firsthand, a warm kiln. I love this kind of.
You
this
like
glaze. I like this glaze.
Really? Well, that's great because I
It's
don't
like
like it.
tobacco spit glaze.
I learned to keep everything with clay. 'Cause
That looks like
it
that.
needs to pay the bills
Yeah, I like this.
because it costs a lot to do the stuff.
Yeah. I love this
Gas,
color.
electricity. And let's see, let's put these. Here, take these, John, and stick them over there by that glass plate.
Mhm.
Glass is useful for making the molds. So I've got types of glass, you can find them, find them on the street. Let's pull this off and see what's under it.
Hey, let's see.
It's a little bit.
It's getting
warm.
exciting. Oh my gosh. More of that. I love that.
Yeah,
It's really
that's
nice.
good. I'm glad somebody does.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Look at that one. It's warm.
Yeah,
It's nice. That's beautiful. She looks very,
that's okay. huh?
she's pretty. That's a pretty one. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
what the fuck would I know? I don't know anything.
No, but you shouldn't have to. Just let the art find its homes.
The dog.
I like that. I like that one. Very pretty.
This clay is, I don't know what clay this is. I've got lots
You
of
guys just
clay.
jump in and ask questions if you want. I don't know if I don't know. Can we hear? We could probably hear. Can we hear questions?
I don't know.
I don't know. Hopefully we do.
Yeah.
I have a comment on a sort of,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'd love to see something about how you make your tin cut sculptures.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get there in a minute.
Great,
Okay.
We'll bring you, we'll show you the process even.
wonderful, thank you.
And some of them, he just uses old cans.
Yeah,
Pretty much
great, I
all
love
of
it.
them,
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay,
Mark?
we're gonna go now. Where are we gonna go, Mark? Would you
Hello,
like-
Mark.
Let's go by the tiles.
Okay, let's
Who
go.
knows if it'll pick up.
Pretty dark here.
Yeah.
We're going into the deep area.
This is cat bathroom. That's for-
Mosaic, huh?
Yeah, taking the edges off.
So this is almost like doing, it's almost like a rock polisher, isn't it?
It is, it's a vibrator.
It's a
It's a
vibrator
homemade vibrator.
and it takes off
This is
the
a,
edges.
Gas cylinder.
So what Mark's doing is he's putting the broken tile in here and then the edges are getting smooth and then he uses them
Yeah.
for
Tiling or whatever.
mosaicing, tiling. Yeah, they're beautiful. Okay, where are we now? This
This
is
is all,
These are all of Mark's historical, this is the Mark Bulwinkle Museum of Tiles. Going back to the beginning of time. Test. Okay, it's good. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna start the tin cans over again. Sorry about that. There seems to be some measurable issues with internet.
it's out the door.
Yeah.
Here are the tin cans. I picked these up at a roadhouse I used to go to every night. They would save the cans for me, the commercial cans, and hundreds of these things I'd bring home. Flatten them out and bring things. I wouldn't keep these. I keep everything. There's a lot more in here. And then go over here. I take one of those, stick it here, and there's the oxygen acetylene, and here's the torch that I use. And I adjust it small as I can make that flame. And I really more or less melt that line up.
Are we gonna make one now?
No,
Why not?
let's see what happens.
What's going on?
See. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I'd like to see what you, let's get that torch on.
It's blowing oxygen.
It's blowing
It
oxygen.
takes a while. It's a very small orifice. And this is how I test it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with a match, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, you know,
I,
I'm different.
okay, here we go. We're,
So I think a pretty small flame.
everybody thought Mark Bulwinkle would just actually,
Oh, see, that's what happens.
takes- so you actually created this,
Doing this?
you know, I mean, I'm talking about this smaller.
Well, again, this is this torch. Can't find any of these. This
Yeah.
is a beautiful little torch that is good at flame.
About,
Because the orifice and the flame is small enough that I draw on a piece of with a Sharpie, you can hardly see. And I follow the Sharpies, and I'm just gonna do this. You can see what I'm doing. See that? And yeah. But that is how it gets done.
okay, thank you so much.
But
Look at that edge, nice.
sort of half melting it, half burning it with that orifice.
Great.
That's my trick.
Okay,
Electric tricks people want to know.
yeah.
And you know, I'm telling you all my tricks.
I think we should go sit at the table and answer questions now.
Always turn your gas off. It's your best insurance. If you think you drive away, you think, did I turn it off? Go back and make sure. Because you leave that on, makes the whole place a bomb.
Okay, that's not good.
I've seen that happen.
Okay.
Blow up.
Well, we're here. Does anybody have any more questions? We answered the young lady's question about how he does the tin. There's a great opportunity here, because we're gonna be getting off in about 15 minutes, so if you folks have any questions, please feel free. I have a lot of questions, but
Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually toured with you about 10 years ago with a friend. We bought a couple pieces. And do you still have people in to your West
Uh,
Oakland studio?
I do if I have the time,
Yeah, I understand.
but I'm very busy most of the time. If I'm not
Well,
here, I'm in the desert
right,
doing whatever I'm doing there, whatever useless activity. And I should say, as an artist, I believe in useless activity.
of course.
I think as soon as the thing has a use, it's not art anymore. I really believe that. So, yeah, or you could call John
I'm
and
just happy. I'm just
discuss
happy
it with
that
him.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
happy
do a
that you.
tour about once a year. We'll do a tour if you want. Just give me a call. So now the next question. Anybody else have any questions? Hello?
Okay,
Nobody?
Well,
Oh,
how do you?
I have a question. This is for you,
shoot.
John. Um, remember when I added a piece to the sculpture that I bought, and you said you thought Mark would love it? I could show it to him, but I don't have to. It's totally optional.
Oh, no, show it to him.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Go get it. There's no problem. Mark's easy. We're doing a big, huge mural in Davis of two of Mark's pieces. They're really beautiful pieces. He actually used in 1972 he did these massive silk screens. Was that car enamel you used?
Synthetic enamel, it's no
Synthetic
longer,
enamel.
you can't buy it anymore.
I see. We might show you these prints in a minute, but I'm reproducing those pieces. We're going to do a couple of murals with his images, and he's allowing me to make slight modifications because of the fact that some of the things in public, people are offended by breasts and penises and vaginas. We don't know why.
People
But-
don't have sex anymore.
I don't know what
They
they're
just-
doing.
They have sex on the
Public.
internet.
Why,
you know?
why they won't let me do this. I did,
What? I can't.
I
Don't
did,
ask me, man.
I did
Don't
a,
get me going on this bullshit.
I showed them about 50 pictures in Athens of penis, vaginas and breasts. And they wouldn't let me put these things up. So yeah, Mark likes modification. He's okay with that. So did you want to show us that modification?
Yeah.
Here it is.
I'll just hold it up. Maybe you can see.
Okay.
This was a tin cat sculpture.
Right.
And then I like when he has stories in the belly. So this was a sketch. I was going to make it look more part of the piece, but I liked the sort of difference that it was the sketch.
Okay.
So
Let me explain something. This is how I feel about my artwork. If you bought it, you can do whatever you want with it. I have no objections whatsoever. I have a really, really good friend who made this hat for me. She's just a great person. And I gave them a couple of cats, and one of the cats is covered with stickers out front. People love the cat, and it's just full of stickers. She was a little unsure at first, and I said, "Oh, that looks great. Just cover it. Do what you want with it."
that's great.
Yeah, but once it's gone, for me, it's gone. I won't pursue the state of California to take you to court over that. Never will. It's just a matter of principle. It's yours. Glad you like it.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next, I'm sorry, you had another question? The gentleman did? Did you have a question? I heard two people at one time. No? You guys just unmute yourself if you have a question. I think we're kind of summing it up unless you have a question. Mark is working on a couple of major pieces that we're gonna have in Davis soon. And we're gonna have another show in a year. And, my dream was to have a show of all, 1,000 woodcuts, just the woodcuts, but, and just display those.
Do you mean the blocks?
The blocks, yeah,
I don't know. People want to buy them then. I gave
Okay.
one block away to a really good client
I see.
whom I adored, and he's
Yeah,
he's
I don't
dead.
really want to sell them. I'd like to show them.
You
that would be
can show 'em.
interesting.
Sure, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful.
They're my favorite
Crap.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody else? We're kind of getting ready to go to lunch and, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
somebody say something?
I have a
Go.
question. Hi. I'm a very big fan of your work, and I have a couple of pieces here, mostly tiles. But I had kind of a career related question, and I was curious, was there like a distinct turning point in your career where you switched entirely to art, or was it always something that was kind of a through line, but not like the main
I became an
source?
artist in 1967, and I think my ex-wife and I made a pact that we were going to be artists. And I was not concerned with a career or anything else. I wanted to find out what art was, how I did art, if I did art. And I haven't really stopped. I still fool around with the stuff. I don't know. I was taking a friend around here, an old friend who he had like a two-page spread in Look magazine back in the 50s, brought him around, and I'm showing him my stuff, and I'm laughing as I show him something. And Brian, dear friend, and he died. Dear friend. And he looked at me seriously and he said, "You like your own stuff." And I said, I felt immediately really bad because Brian always wanted to be an artist, always kept one of these, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And I looked at him and said, yeah, I said, why else would I do it? And I've always liked, to answer your question, the turning point was 1967. As they used to say, I dropped out. I wasn't going back to the real, so-called real life, and I never did. Wound up working as the only professional job I had, really. I was a house painter for a couple of years, and then I got a job, went back to trade school, learned how to weld enough so I could get a job working in a shipyard. And I did that for 12 years, 12 long years, 7 days a week. That's where the money was. And I really loved working on ships. Very dangerous work. But as I say, I was young, I was healthy, young and dumb. That's how I put it to my surgeon. I was young and dumb. Now I'm old and dumb.
So back then, the Art Institute, you were doing printmaking there. So sculpture really
I got a
started later.
degree in printmaking.
I see.
There's
I
a
see.
story to that. I
Yeah.
stayed there for 6 months. I said, I have to get out of here. For the next year, I worked on ceramics down in the basement of this place we had on Fulton Street in San Francisco. And then finally, we moved to Oakland and bought a house. We had enough money to buy a house over in the Rockridge area that I started covering with steel
Yeah, you
after
did.
being really interested in a poet named Kenneth Patchen, who also had serious back problems and back surgeries, which I also had. I became interested in his work, and which people on the East Coast uh, really did not like. And I started just doing whatever I wanted to do on that house in Manila Street, little bungalow. You can find it on my website called Burning Down the House. But I didn't want anybody to take any pictures of that. No movies, no nothing. People would come by, television programs as it grew in fame and in size. I always consider it my private property. You don't get to come and do this. I once threw a really famous rock and roll singer out of there. Said, you can't do this. I wish he had played me a tune because I love his work, but I don't. No, you don't get to do that. You have to ask me. And that was a beautiful house. That's where a lot of things a second start for me, because the house became, if not, yeah, it's famous, it was infamous. Uh, it was really, you had to look at it from the point of view of a real estate and I don't know, that whole end, because it really spit in the eye of real estate people of how could you do this to a house? It covered the whole house with steel images. And then things changed. Things went to hell, and I took it all down. Uh, and I moved down to West Oakland, where I started working again. Uh, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. But I didn't want people to even photograph the thing. I wanted it to be a word of mouth experience for humans, for people, which had disappeared from our culture. Everything is about stardom. and being a star or being nothing. And that's a real problem. But I just wanted to be an artist and, there's the inside. That's in the kitchen. People would ask what the inside is like. I said, well, the inside is worse than the outside. It's in color. And I guess it was.
Oh, it's the trailer.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I lived in this trailer for 6 years of my life in West Oakland. It's in the desert now. 6 years. The dogs lived outside. I lived in the trailer. And it was the happiest, most comfortable, safe place I've ever lived in my life. I don't sleep well, but I did there. Mosquitoes chased me out. I finally moved over here to the Quonset.
And this is a perfect title, Mark Bulwinkle, My Life as an Artist. It's available still, but okay, we got time for another question and then we're gonna head out. So anybody else got a question?
So
Okay.
Mark,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
is the best way to get in touch with you through John? I know
Yeah,
you're down in the desert and you're up here in West Oakland some of the time, but
I go back and forth. Yeah, when I can't stand being in Oakland anymore, I go down to the desert, which now is becoming sort of hipster land. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful nowhere place. And I thought this is wonderful, peaceful. And now this is the pressure of money and real estate from LA. And I don't know, you get all kinds of offers to buy your property and it's so tiresome, you know. Anyway, I'm not really interested in, I was never interested in a career as a real estate investor.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I love driving by the old house. I love visiting you in West Oakland. I love just the front of your Quonset. I mean, it was incredible the way you
Thank
set
you.
those doors up. Just
Yeah,
really
it's still,
fabulous.
as time goes on, the whole neighborhood has changed. As
Right.
time goes on, my Quonset hut looks stranger and stranger, just like the house on Manila Street did.
More better.
And, or the place in the desert, a couple of trees came down, just revealed the entire front yard. And I
Oh,
look at it and think, man, this is really weird, but fuck it. It's just what I do. You know, different from
no,
Oakland. If I did
I
that
don't
in
think it's
Oakland,
weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's fabulous. And I've
thank
been
you.
following you for years, buddy.
I like it too.
Yeah, you
Glad you like
better.
it. I do
You
it.
better.
I do it for me and I do it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So Mark's working on another major piece for downtown Davis, and he continues to work and make quite a bit of work. So again, if you want to come and see him on the 24th of April, he's going to be doing a demonstration at the Ceramics Conference. And otherwise, Mark and I hopefully will everybody's going to come. We got our Jazz Beat Poetry Festival, with all of Kenneth Patchen's comrades during the Beat Generation. We have a whole show of this work, and we have jazz and poetry and live painting all day on Saturday, October 11th. And we'll see you next time. We're going to be going to somebody else's studio. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, for coming to Mark's studio. Thank you. Have a great day.
See ya.